the friend guide suggested that I go and get a particular weapon that he thought would match my playstyle. Here's a quick montage of me doing that.
Thank you for helping me. I am Ornifex. I owe you some form of thanks, but have nothing for you at the moment. If it would not trouble you, could you visit my abode just down the way?
Just down the way? What? So, first off, is Ornifex female? I guess she is, because she's got the same model as the supposedly female Raven people from the Painted World of Ariamis of the last game. Also, she kind of has a female voice. But just down the way, if she lived somewhere in the same area that I first found her, that would kind of make sense, but she doesn't. She lives in a completely unrelated part of Drangleic. It's utterly and wholly random. There's no way I would know this without a wiki. This is what I was talking about before, the future of game design when it's about as transparent and understandable as one of those hypothetical light-year-thick walls of lead that you'd need to catch a neutrino. Fuck. So Ornifex is apparently a merchant that just directly trades boss souls for weapons. And there was one in particular that GMA suggested.
Come back again if you find enough.
Could test out this new weapon. Yeah, of course that would happen. So it has a special attack that consumes durability. It's, despite being a dex scaling weapon, it's actually pretty heavy and slow on the moveset. But I've yet to really test it in super tense combat, and it saddens me just slightly that there's actually not that much more of super tense combat in the way to test it. GMA just made me aware of this weapon very recently. I didn't even know who Ornifex was or how to summon Ornifex. So, I've been wondering. I've yet to finish this game, so I haven't really gotten the chance to put my own analysis on it. What is it that makes people consider Dark Souls 2 to be the worst of the Souls games? It certainly feels like it's lacking a certain something, but for me, for right now, it's a je ne sais quoi. I don't know what that certain something is. Maybe it feels like a lot, if not all, of the content is mostly a rehash of stuff that came before, without anything really super duper new that makes it like amazing and incredible, that blows our asses off like Demon Souls and Dark Souls did. I could just roll through all this nonsense, right? Oh, well, no. No, you can't. According to the DLC guide that I was pointed to, I need to find 2 giants to kill around here that will give me a forgotten key which will let me go into a pit in Majula and get like a dragon fang thing that should give me access to the Sunken Crown, or the Crown of the Sunken King DLC. God damn it, Forlorn. I don't want to spend the time on you right now, but whatever. Maybe give me a good opportunity to test out my wicked new sword. Yep, come on up. Let's do this. I see you lurking over there. Are you gonna get killed by the poison before you even come to meet me? That wouldn't be very satisfying, but it would be hilarious. That hurt you pretty bad. God damn it. Ah. A heavy, slow weapon is not good for how I play. GMA, I know you meant well, but maybe this doesn't work for my playstyle. God damn it. So I'll try it out for a little bit longer, but I don't care if this thing scales on dexterity. If it feels like I'm swinging a UPS truck around, then it's too heavy. You know what? Fuck off, Forlorn. I don't even want to spend the time on you. Boy. I hope that's not actually opened with the key that I need to get. Careful, careful. I didn't die this many times when I went through this tunnel for the first time, normally. There's no souls there anyway, right? Yeah. Oh dear. Oh dear. Couple of full-size giants, eh? Alright. This is terrifying. You guys have like 70 million miles of swing room, and I most certainly don't. Oh. This could be tricky. Especially if I have no light. I just want to get past you, please. Thank you. Even if I have to kill you, I want to do it in a better arena. And this could be that better arena. Yeah. Nice and big. No poison spitting at me. Alright, guys, we're going to do this. There's no light here, I don't think, so I don't want to put my torch away. You two are like big granddaddy giants. They're a lot larger than some of the other dudes I've been killing. Oh, that's it. That's it. You're gonna kill me, aren't you? I hate doing this single-handedly, but I have no other light source down here, I don't think. Well, let's try it, I guess. Oh, okay, I can do this. Just crank up the gamma, ladies. Alright, one down. It's the nature of Souls combat that one enemy is like exponentially easier than two, and two is exponentially easier than three. The sword does hit harder than hell, I'll give it that. If you can, you know, afford the 70 years necessary to swing it up. Be just my luck if this was a mimic. It is not a mimic, thank God. Ring of Giants. Do I already have one of those? Oh, yes, I do. Increases poise. That's alright. I'm already extremely poisey. Key tossed into the gutter. Oh, I see. So that gutter that I was jumping into over and over again in Majula, that was basically just a sewage pit. It was a cesspool. I left an item behind. What's dying over there and why? Huh. That's confusing. I can't really step back, can I? Naturally. Whatever. There's no item that's in that pot that could really be worth fucking with. And you know, I have to think that the extremely low health regen of that crown just isn't worth the loss of defense. Fewer than 1 HP per second. The way my character's head is shaking makes it look like it's repeatedly ricocheting off the rungs of the ladder on the way down. Oh, God. I don't just have one concussion, I have like several thousand small concussions. I can't remember my father's face and everything smells like turpentine. This was it. But this is still not the entrance to the DLC, as I understand it. I'm looking for a dragon fang thing. Oh, that was it right there. Yeah, a sorcery. Focuses for sorcery, I guess? And another sorcery. So, tentatively, I may think that what really makes Dark Souls 2 different and worse than Dark Souls 1, you know, just from the perspective of somebody who's playing it for the first time, is that, yeah, go away. The narrative of the main game, it lags. Or, not lags, really. It drags is the word to use. It drags. Your soul level gets into the stratosphere. You repeatedly think that you're approaching the end of the game, even though you're super duper not. We go from one aesthetic to another aesthetic to another aesthetic without really feeling anything of impact or importance. It doesn't feel like this game has the same kind of solid, useful 3-act structure that more or less held Dark Souls together. It drags. Like in Dark Souls, even for the very first time you were going through and playing it, it was super clear what you were supposed to be doing and when you were supposed to be doing it. You have the objective, go ring the 2 bells, so that you can enter Sen's Fortress. Then from Sen's Fortress, go to Anor Londo, so you can get the Lord Vessel. Once you have the Lord Vessel, go clean up the 4 Lord Souls. And by that time, when you're basically thinking, alright, it's about time for this game to be over with, right? I got the 4 Lord Souls, the door is opening, we're going to go fight Gwen. I don't know what's going to happen at this point, because I haven't looked up the game on lore forums to keep from spoiling myself. And your expectation is met. That's correct. You go to kill Gwen, and then that's it. And then there was a DLC, which the DLC is just kind of like, not really an epilogue so much as it just gives you backstory on the whole tragic tale of Astora and Sif and what have you. The game ends when you'd expect it to end, but if Dark Souls 1 were written and paced with the pacing of Dark Souls 2, you'd be told that you were about to go in and fight Gwen, but then you'd actually have like another 6 hours of gameplay ahead of you. And you'd be off doing all this random shit with all these things you don't know, and yeah, it doesn't have the narrative consistency or not. I guess you could call it consistency. It's poorly paced. Let's just put it that way. It's not paced well. Whoa. That itself looks like a Lord vessel. But it is not a bonfire. And that's just the narrative aspect, like the pacing aspect of Dark Souls 2. The gameplay is wanting in a couple of ways as well for the single-player main game. And the single biggest thing that comes to mind is the lack of boss fights that feel like they're changing anything. The lack of boss fights that feel like there's anything new or unexpected or interesting. And it's true there's some technical things that Dark Souls 2 did that Dark Souls 1 couldn't do, probably largely with enemies flying around a lot more. But the boss fights where you're expected to beat up 2 or 3 foes at once, Dark Souls 1 treated that like a very simple thing. It was the gateway to entry with the Bell Gargoyles, and then it was another gateway to entry right before getting the Lord Vessel with Ornstein Smough. But this game throws multiple bosses at you over and over and over again, even though there's no real narrative impact to it. Like, in this game, when I beat the 3 Sentinels, I just beat a difficult boss, and there was really no other interest or... Like, I wasn't given anything that was equivalent to a Lord Vessel after beating the 3 Sentinels, right? Shulva, Sanctum City. But in Dark Souls 1, when you feat your first double boss fight with the Bell Gargoyles, High Dragon, which wasn't even like a true double boss fight, it just kind of had the facade of being one, because you fought one boss for half the battle. But you got to ring your first bell, and that was like your foot in the door. That was your entry point into the game. And then upon beating Ornstein and Smough, you get the fucking Lord Vessel, which not only is an item of great narrative importance, but it gave you the incredible power of being able to warp between bonfires, which you hadn't had before then. Oh boy, time to die, right? Can I arrow you to death like I've done with every dragon in these games forever? Or you could just run away. That's fine with me too. Go attack the bridge for 100 years. Or no, just fly over it, okay. So when I get to Dark Souls 3, I sincerely hope that they took a lesson from the poorer reaction to Dark Souls 2, the poorer reception of the game, and realized how important narrative and pacing is, even when people aren't speaking. Pacing is every bit as important when you're going through interactivity. This is why I've so frequently said that story in games should be about what you do. Dark Souls 1 had that in spades. Even Demon Souls had that in spades. Dark Souls 2, I feel like somebody's trying to tell me a story. Just speaking about the interactivity strictly and alone, somebody's trying to tell me a story, but they keep forgetting the plot, and they double back on what they're saying over and over again, and they're sometimes have to go like, oh yeah, actually I forgot to tell you this part from 4 hours ago. It's just not paced well. It's not paced well, not presented well. I might still replay the game just to see how much easier it is now that I have a little bit better idea of what I'm doing, but I don't know. The pacing of the game is so whack job wonky that it might not be enjoyable. I don't have a good feel for this weapon's reach yet. I feel like it should reach further than it actually does. You know, I was thinking the other day, when, now that we're on the kick of narrative through interactivity in games, Dark Souls might be as important to the field of single-player video games as the Lord of the Rings novels were to fantasy fiction back in the 1960s. So people have certainly talked about it in an equivalent amount. Like, when you have every review site ever comparing every mildly hard video game to, oh, this is the Dark Souls of X. In the same way that, you know, The Lord of the Rings was not 100% original, because nothing is 100% original, but the structure and flow, especially of the Fellowship of the Ring, the first of the 3 novels, was really something amazing in the 1960s. And Peter Jackson came along and, you know, brought that amazingness into 21st century cinema, which was great. Am I really swinging fewer times with this weapon than I am with the falchion? Maybe it's good just to have it as the extra weapon to hang around so I don't have to worry about durability. Yeah. Dark Souls could be a work of media that's, you know, in its own time, in its own field, equivalent in importance to the Lord of the Rings. You know, a standard against which many other things in the format, many other things in the medium of video gaming are judged against. By that, well, actually, maybe it's just too generic entirely to say Lord of the Rings. Of those 3 novels, the one that had the best narrative flow was Fellowship of the Ring. It's the one that focused the most on Frodo. And, you know, so you had this nice character that you could, you know, identify with, put yourself into. It was an adventure story. But by the end of The Return of the King, it just gets really diffuse and far too open-ended, and you're like, okay, so this country's having war with these 14 other countries, and these 30 people are doing things with these 30 people that I don't know about or care about. And that's kind of the feeling of what Dark Souls 2 did to what Dark Souls 1 had. The structure of this place is kind of like Oolacile. It's, like, weird, and I don't know all the entrances of approach. I'm gonna shoot you in the dick. That's what the police did to me yesterday. I'm still bleeding profusely. I really should go to the hospital, but I'm way too proud to do that. Now, what little shop of horrors do you have going on in here? Doesn't feel like my falchion's really any weaker than the big heavy dragon sword that GMA suggested for me. But still, yeah, having the ability to keep fighting without having to repair my equipment would be super handy. Yeah, the DPS is the same or higher just because I can hit so much more fast. Hit so much more quickly. Oh, this one doesn't... Oh my god, it's alive! Oh shit, well, time to die. Oh, damn. I have to clear this place out. You can't go out there, you just get slaughtered. I'm actually critically short on life gems, I think. I haven't restocked. Despite using them all up in some difficult fights. So I have nothing but my Estus and my passive health regen. Very smart, UD. I should be able to survive that drop, especially if I got the cat ring. Hey, boy. Nothing beats the falchion. Although I suppose I could have gotten the Great Scythe again. But there's apparently like a long, difficult, painful, stupid process to do that. Stay away. Does that aura ever fade? Can I never approach you again? I guess not. We Dex fighters love our bows and arrows. Don't have magic, but if I need to kill you without touching you, that's the way to do it. Damn it. I should have known better. I couldn't just run in like that. Should have healed. Ah, sigh. Yeah, so since I don't know this area, that means I'm going to have to go the very slow, painful, cautious way of killing everything by bow and arrow as much as I can, because I don't know what my footing's going to be like when I get in close. I remember talking in Dark Souls 1 about how Souls games tend to treat you like you're just, at least at first, before you absorb many millions of souls, that is, you are just a normal sack of shit human. You're not a hero, capital H. You're not some kind of super normal person who has huge, amazing powers that normal people don't have. And while I slowly snipe these enemies to death, I very much find myself wishing that I were Vala from Diablo 3. Because, as a Nephilim, she has amazing, super, hyper-powerful magic abilities that let her rapid-fire her bow shots like a machine gun, like an assault rifle. Instead of having to go shoot, shoot, shoot. I'd love it if there were a bow that could just target somebody from far away and go, but that would be broken and make you far too powerful in this game's engine. Where did you come from? How did you get behind me? I'm so lucky that fall didn't kill me. Was there another way into that room I didn't notice? Oh, totally was. I am the second smartest person. And the first smartest person was Franklin Christ. Jesus Christ. God. Just can't take anything for granted. Everything around here will kill you. It's an area you don't know, so you gotta be cautious. You are only susceptible... So it's not the statues that are alive, it's that little turtle body on the bottom. Yep. Feel at the premises. The only thing you can do other than win is die. In fact, this... Okay, yeah, make sure I know where my footing is. I'm trying to let my passive health regen do as much as possible because my Estus is quite limited. So let's get a sniper's view of what I got to deal with here. Nothing that's obvious from a distance. Where am I being shot from? Whoa, oh, I see. You are right behind that crag. Okay. Oh, there's two of you. Yeah, my bow doesn't really like going that far. You guys have got this approach all covered, don't you? But you're colored like the background, so it's difficult for me to make you out from a distance. Sniper's camouflage. Clever girl. Probably should have gotten myself a longbow about 90,000 gameplay hours ago, but too late now. Game's almost over. Because the friend guide GMA says I should do this DLC and then probably just go to Vendrick. The Frigid Outskirts not worth doing. And the DLC that's behind the Old Iron King is not worth doing, I guess. Let me know what you think about that. Hi. Okay. I am an asshole. Oh, you're about to kill me now. Dial D for dead. This place is quite cavernous. I get the feeling that there's snipers who can pick you off from 30,000 parsecs away. Like, they can pick you off from so far away that causality cannot travel that fast. I mean, like, so far away that the expansion of the universe would actually keep photons from that region from ever reaching you. But, oh no, the dragon again. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Yep, okay, you're... God, do you guys never learn? Do you never learn? It's a bridge. I was joking when I said that before. It's a bridge, so I must attack it because I'm a dragon. My god. Makers of Souls games just don't give a fuck. This looks like a door that opens up? From some contrivance I've yet to unearth. Will the dragon return? Will my flesh burn? Will I ever learn? This is like a ziggurat I'm walking into. Is there anybody here who's going to try to behead me so as to glorify the gods of Tenochtitlan? Dragon Sanctum. We're singing the Dark Souls song again. Would you guys have been invisible before I got the Ashen Mist Heart? I probably can't go down here without getting slaughtered. Yep, you're an enemy. Oh, and you cannot be attacked. Okay. Well then. I'm just hoping that these corpses have something to do with you, because I have no way of actually hurting you. Oh, I see. Killing those corpses makes you corporeal? Okay, whatever. Oh god, oh god! Oh. You should thank your buddy back there for keeping you alive. But only for like another 2 seconds. Alright, I'm not going to fight one of you while somebody's shooting at me, so... You're too slow and heavy for your own good. You gotta float like soap and sting like a skin infection. I think that's what Muhammad Ali said, right? What badass nonsense is going on? Another one of those poison-back turtles? Sounds like something spitting at me. Yeah, it's you. You've entered into a weird kind of symbiosis with those statues. Like, you provide mobility, and in exchange, they give you a way of defending yourself. But it doesn't really matter in the end, does it? Oh, a ladder. Yeah, too far. Really nice sniper's perch up here, though. But it seems like all paths take me back to the ziggurat over there. Some delicate Super Mario platforming to be done. Those guys are back, so is the dragon going to respawn? Also, oh, hi. As much as I love the Falchion, you have to realize every swing makes you step forward a bit, which is useful for pressing combos, but it also means you might step off into the abyss. I'm getting a lot of poison items, and thank goodness, because I didn't have very many. The dragon is not going to reappear. Well, okay, Your Highness. Oh boy, you guys are closing too quickly. Alright, here we go. Come on in here. This should be a safer place to fight. Which is a really odd combination of words. There's no such thing as fighting in safety. I know this thing's going to open up and drop me into a bottomless pit at any second, so I'm not doing that. You guys are the Sanctum soldiers. You know, due to your coloring, I was about to call you a Moss soldier. I've seen more and better Sanctums than you will ever know, sir. Like the Oolacile Sanctum. I saved Princess Dusk once, but she neglected to thank me for it. Just like, oh, you killed the ancient, horrible god of the Elder World, and now I'm just going to lay on the floor and ignore you. It seems like a Doom button. Like a button in Doom you would just press by walking next to. Your corpses remain destroyed. Can you get up here? I think you can. Yeah. But if I can just aggro one of you at a time, that'd be awesome. I'm just going to put my sword inside my head as I heal myself, because that doesn't defeat the point. What? Why did I not heal myself? What the hell? Are you wielding two falchions? It looks like you are. No wonder. Video games love to pit you against yourself. Let's dip the main character in ink and make you fight him before the end boss. Oh, sweet. Another one of those millions of things I have. Boy, this is riveting. I wasn't even trying to make a pun about the rivets on the chest. So much garbage I will never use. From flowering plants to abusive booze. Abusive booze. A giant falchion just sitting there. Whoa. You look nasty. That poison aura all over you. Yep, should have known that would poison me pretty much immediately. Come on, let's do this. I ain't getting any younger. I could have pressed. Press the kill you button, which on this controller is R1. Looks like a dart spitter. Is there a... Yep, that was it. What the hell? Is that an Ulysseal sorcerer? Wow, you look a lot like one. Huh. I wonder if that theming is intentional. Have you two been corrupted by the dark? Yep. Your magic's impressive, but my arrows are far faster. Wow, can you hold on to magical options and then shoot them at me all at once? Yes, you can. Good old dark magic at its finest. Looking just like the Humanity Phantoms. Which, now that I say that out loud, it sounds like a Marvel supervillain. The Humanity Phantom. Tony Stark's greatest enemy, since they completely gutted the Mandarin with that stupid movie. Oh, this sword's about to die. Alright. Let's bring out my other sword, which is shaped the same, but is far larger and heavier. Hi? You'd look like you're stuck in a... like halfway operated game show contraption. Double Dare, where you get to sit inside the orrery clock in the wall. Oh, and there's lots of slime. Like a ton of slime. Nickelodeon slime all over the place. It's probably just made out of cornstarch and water and green food coloring. Oh boy. The orrery clock is moving. Oh. Did I open this up? I can't climb up here. You know, behind the scenes of a TV show is really not that exciting. Why and who for the singing? Yeah, that's a couple of notes of the Dark Souls song. Oh shit, okay. What's happening? Is it time to die? Sure feels that way. God, I feel like Cloud Strife with this goddamn sword. I'm gonna spin it around my head 30 times when I win a battle. Da 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 da. Sure, walking on those spikes would damage me. In real life, you could get through there safely just by, like, shuffling your feet forward, kind of like scraping your feet against the floor without actually lifting them up. Let me throw entire human personas at you. I do want to see if this hurts me. Yep, it does. Ow, ow, ow. Damn. Oh, no, I don't know. I don't know where your body is. I can't fight you. I have no choice but come into this horrible realm of death and despair. We'll get all my equipment broken. God, I'm so screwed. God, the bonfire was 1,000,000 miles away. Ah, fuck my nuts. Christ. So I don't have to wait until I can attack or target you to attack you. You're vulnerable right from the start. That'll make getting through here quite a bit easier, actually. Now, how best to get to the ziggurat? When you learn the moveset of this sword, it does indeed hit like a truck. I can't complain about its raw damage output. It's just so much slower than the falchion. I have to space and time and lean my attacks appropriately. Curved Dragon Greatsword. Certainly does look like I ripped the femur right out of a dragon and I'm using it to power my life. Dismissed. Oh, it's a shortcut down over there. Okay. But if I can't find the body for this other knight, then I could be very well screwed. Yeah, whatever. I couldn't block in time. And I lost those souls! Urgh! Well, that's a way to one-shot these guys. By ruining the durability of my sword. Well, wait, what? I didn't know you could hit those obelisks. Huh? Longbow +7, Jesus. Okay. So my bow game needs reevaluation now. Speaking of which, can you hit all of these obelisks? Huh. Okay. Well, now I'm kind of glad I've died 30 million times. I can do this. Just a little jump! And fail. Oh well. But there's another section there I can lift up, can't I? Ha! See how much damage I can do to other people when I don't care how much I hurt myself? That is the very essence of violence. Ah, no, okay. I thought a section would lift up, but no, that works too. When in doubt, punch a rock. Oh. Am I going to be making shortcuts for myself? Is this what this is all about? Die. You two, if you could do me a favor and die. Thanks. Both of you, really. So what do these other obelisks do? Goodness. I probably should have been standing on there to ride that one. That is satisfying. Cannot lie. Careful. Dark quartz ring. Oh. It'll give me added defense against the dark magic that people have been throwing around. Huh. HP, stamina, and maximum load? That sounds too good not to use. It's not that I can't perform here. It's that the enemies are just really strong, and mistakes are punished very harshly. It's not very forgiving. But hey, it's a Souls game, right? God, that was close. You combo like a ballerina. Hi. This is the stupidest archer duel I've ever seen. I've got an arrow in my head. Taking a drink will fix that for sure. This feels like a Zelda game all of a sudden. I don't know how you do this without a bow and arrow, because you can't target anything else that precisely. Oh, there's nothing up here anyway. Herpa-derpa. Not going down into the pit of death again if I can help it. Oh my god! Oh no! Wow. This place fucking hates the player. Oh man. With my luck, it'll be like New Londo, where there's no bonfire, and you just have to run through every single time. Because life is a nightmare, and everybody hates you. Nothing says finality like getting clocked in the face with a sword that weighs as much as you do. Ah, forlorn. God. Alright, let's come over here. Kicked my ass the last couple of times, so let's see if I can't even the score. Oh, that knocks you on your butt, huh? And I can't use it anymore. Finally. Yeah, these switches you just couldn't activate without a bow and arrow, right? What did that do? Oh, I know. There was a door back here. Must have opened that up. But I don't think I could get back to it now. Maybe the next time I come through here. That should have killed me a second time. I misjudged how far the spikes would go. I killed you the first and only time, because you misjudged how far the Wyndham effect of my thing would go. Okay. Spikes will definitely kill me if I go for whatever loot's on that body. Puzzling stone sword. Interesting. Oh. It's a sword, just like Ivy from Soul Calibur had, where it segments into a whip. Neat. But it's got to be weaker than everything else I have, right? Yeah, definitely. How can I trigger the spikes without getting spiked? Where's the switch? Well, alright, fine. If you want to randomly activate it sometimes, but not others, who am I to complain? I'm usually dead, that's who I am to complain. So now maybe the only way forward is to drop down into the pit of death. I didn't find the corpse of that one other Blade Master, so I could get just eviscerated down here. Yeah, there you are. Where's your corpse, man? There's a butt ton of you down here. That's alright. I've got myself and you guys are all alone. Vine Bomb. But my dexterity's already so high that I'm already at the soft cap, so it doesn't matter. Damn. I shiver to think how difficult this would be for people who don't have basically maxed out stats. And then again, my vigor is quite low, so that's probably why I'm having so much trouble. Flynn's Ring. Alright. Just, I don't know. I'll give it a thought, but I need my equipment not to break when I swing things. Oh, so I did make it back up. Okay, so this door should be open now? No? Well, goddamn. How should I even feel about anything? I strongly doubt I have any way of fighting that Blade Master until I get his corpse dead. Nope, that doesn't hurt him. Damn it. And now I just aggroed him for no reason. Alright, well, when in doubt, run. And hope his corpse is right around the corner. Oh my god, there's more than one of you fucking dick knobs! Please, does that open up to where these guys' corpses are? Nope. This is not fair. I'm stuck in here with you assholes and I can't fight you. So I'm running forward into places that I do not know in hopes that I just find one of your corpses around the corner. Yeah, that's great. Dude, I don't have time for this. I'm sorry. Holy shit. Well, hopefully the Blade Masters don't come after me still. And those dinosaurs don't aggro on me. Oh my god, pyromancy everywhere. And I'm just about out of healing items. Okay, so maybe the Blade Masters lost aggro on me because I don't see them continuing. You are a pyromancer for sure. Pyromancer with a capital P. Oh, that's right. No more health. Oh, too close. Far too goddamn close. I think I picked up a life gem. Oh, I have several, thank God. Christ. Being this far in has just got my nerves completely frazzled. I'm in no condition to fight these dinosaurs. I wonder if they're, like, non-aggressive, if I can get by them without upsetting them. Oh, you are now preemptively attacking me, so that's that. I may have to very quickly figure out your moveset and then try to fight you while I'm slowed down by the water here. Although you're even slower than I am, so maybe I can just run around you. Whoa, Dark Breath. Neat. Is that a bonfire? Oh, I hope to Christ that's a bonfire. Sit, 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 sit! Phew. Jesus Christ, that was close. And I teleported because I was button mashing. So, let's kill just one of you big boys. And see if you are worthwhile to fight. That would take 100 years to kill you with bow and arrow, so let's not do that. By the way, the bonfire says this is called the Lair of the Imperfect, which definitely seems true in your case, because good lord, you're ugly. Your skin seems to be realistically flowing like a Doom bad guy. Ow! Oh, getting stomped hurts. Getting bitten by your giant maw hurts, too. So maybe trying to do this with a slow weapon is not the right way. Although, you guys are basically just a knockoff of the half dinosaurs that appeared in Lost Izalith, really. So you're not that impressive. Only 1,700 souls for all that? Meh. I see. If I wanted the petrified dragon bones, you'd be the way to farm that up, but no, thank you. Hopefully you lose aggro, too. Yeah, it looks like you do. Okay. No Dragonstone in inventory. Dragonstone. What is a Dragonstone? What does it taste like? It's got to be a return elevator to somewhere I've already been, yeah? Oh yeah, definitely. This has got to get back up to the entrance to the ziggurat. Am I wrong? Where am I? Is that the same ziggurat or a different one? I don't know. All the buildings look the same here. Like Oriental pagodas. Have we collectively decided that that's not a good word to use anymore? Oriental? I don't mean it offensively. It's just like a slightly faster way of saying from Southeast Asia. But maybe Southeast Asia is fine. I don't know. That stone looks similar to some of the crafting materials I've seen strewn around. Might not be intentional, though. Drakeblood Greatsword. Good lord. Now, there's a weapon that sounds like it should be on the cover of a heavy metal album. That's not really that great of a sword. Now, this is a great sword. Oh, I see. I'm down near the bottom of the cavern where the ziggurats are based. Wow. You just let me do that. Thank you. It lifts a bridge in place. Up to that entrance of the ziggurat where I was before. Now, this feels like it's an entrance to a boss fight, but knowing this game, it's probably going to be like the quarter-halved Soul Snatcher Knight Spear Lanceman, and not actually the final boss to the DLC. It's the only way I can go, right? Yep. Holding this giant slab of iron in front of my face will surely be a good defense. This is back into the Escher maze, I think, where the Blade Masters were? I don't know. I'm quite lost. Just following whatever the obvious path seems to be. You are weirdly normal looking. I can't swing up with this weapon. You're too fast. Fuck up your button presses and you do something stupid. The white tree? I was talking about Lord of the Rings earlier, but that's that's the sigil of Gondor on his shield there. Why the white tree? That's weird. Oh, there's an archer. Looks like you have that sword I found a little while ago. A Drake greatsword something something. Whoa, cool. That's probably one of those attacks that ruins the durability of your weapon, right? That's the closest things closest thing that games like this can get to having ammunition for magical weapons. I'm moving the key behind me over and over. Oh my god, crystal slugs! And I missed every single one of them because I don't know how to use my own goddamn weapons. To be fair, though, that was, like, very much a surprise. I did not know that was going to happen. Yeah, they were all over here, weren't they? God damn it. Well, I probably don't have any use for the mats, unless they were going to just give out Titanite chunks. I could upgrade the longbow with that, but otherwise I can just come back here and get them again. They'll spawn again, I found. The Dragon Wing crossguard on this sword is pretty cool, but it would fall apart and just stab the user on use, I'm sure. That's the boss door down there for sure. I mean, no, not for sure. Who knows with this game, but it looks like a boss door. Hi. Damn. If I can actually get a hit off with that heavy attack, it really does clobber ya. Haha, you let me heal. That means you lose. This place is rather labyrinthine. I'm getting all turned around. And turned on. How many of you are there in here? Really? That didn't knock you down? But that did. Okay, whatever. move faster than the sword does by about 3,000 light years per nanosecond. But if I can position correctly, the damage is certainly sweet. Oh, hi. I just murdered your buddy. How do you feel about that? Time to run. I hope you guys don't respawn every time I come through here. Because if I need multiple attempts on the boss, this is going to be super time-consuming. I'm blowing through all my Estus, too, and I don't have any other gems left, I don't think. Nope. I do have a mushroom. Well, I'm not using these at all. So, maybe I should equip them and start chugging them down. Yeah, I've got a ton of HP restoration items that I'm not using. I really should start chugging these things down. Ah. So those are the guys I've been fighting, the Drakeblood Knights, right? How is it that in fantasy fiction and sci-fi, there's so many structures that are built on top of bottomless pits? That's not how things work. You have to have a foundation or your building cannot stand. But speaking of which, how the hell do I get down there without dying? This must be the way, right? That's got to be the source of the singing. Dragon's Rest. Oh, man. Going to fight a dragon with a weapon made from a dragon? I might as well be Skyrim's Dovahkiin. Fusroda. Waknatkats. Those are the only two dragon shouts I have memorized because I use them so often when playing that game. Alright, well. Attempt 1 of 30 billion? Oh my. You are uncanny indeed.
You do not deserve anything higher.
Alana, the Squalid Queen. Should I fear you more than I feared Mytha? So, you seem very simple so far. Oh, never mind. Okay, that's where it gets difficult. That's how I heal myself? Wow, is that even remotely worth it? Okay, let's use up the Estus first. Or I could use the dried roots and restore my health over a very long time. Golden skeletons, that's metal. Literally. Nope, gotta use Estus. The dried root's not repairing me fast enough. The skeletons are not worth worrying about, I'm sure. I've got it. But you can teleport just like Pinwheel. That staff does hurt. Lucky that missed me. Ow. I can do this. She's not that tough. Unless she's got some other trick she pulls out of her sleeve when she's lower health, I don't know. That's the big AoE spell. Are you actually really easy to kill and you stay dead? Because I think I just killed one of the skeletons by accident a minute ago. I mean, you have status effects, but so what? Ow, God, those spells. That's what hurts. Do you summon more skeletons, by the way? Yep, you do. Okay, so killing them is worthless, waste of time. Was that it? Wow. What a shockingly easy boss fight. Although from a little bit of wiki reading, I suspect that the Burnt Ivory King was like intended to be the real kind of quote-unquote final boss of the DLCs, which might have been why I had so much trouble with him. I hope I'm not just crawling into the bowels of a dragon here to get digested. So it wasn't a final boss of the DLC, right? Whoa. Biggest area in the caverns that I've yet seen. Oh, you again. Are you the boss of this DLC? Sin, the Slumbering Dragon. Amazing. Okay, yeah, so this is the boss that's going to take me 30 attempts. Oh, ow. Good Lord. How did that not kill me? Really should have. You jump around quite a bit. It's going to be hard to get a hit off on you. Ow. Alright, so it's hard to get close to you, so maybe I should just pelt you to death. God, that does nothing to your health bar. 99 damage? Jeez. You can AoE right at your feet, huh? Clever, clever girl. So I don't get frequent opportunities to attack you, which means when I can attack, I need to hit you really hard. The music is incredibly dramatic. I've fought dragons before, you know. Don't know what I'm doing. Can you just breathe fire arbitrarily wherever you want? If so, I'm slightly impressed. You don't want to sit still for a minute, maybe? I guess not, because you know that's when I'm most likely to kill you. And actually do a first attempt on this boss. I'll be slightly impressed with myself. But he's not that tough. He's powerful, but he telegraphs like crazy. And I can dodge roll and get missed most of the time. He can't one-shot me. Like, his strongest attacks will take off a half of my health bar at a time. Come on, I can do this. Yay! Happy, happy joy! Soul of Sin, the Slumbering Dragon. So that's it, huh? That's the DLC. Faint heat lingers in the ancient crown. The king erected the eternal sanctum below the earth to worship the great dragon, but the towering bulwark crumbled with the city shortly. No one even remembers the king's name. Okay, so I gotta see if this has an ancillary effect that's not listed in the description. Okay, so it has some stat modifications, but nothing too crazy. Sin's soul can be turned into Yorg's Spear. Which actually is a dex scaling weapon. but a spear would not be any better than what I have currently, so meh. Deflects some spells. Magic defense. I can see that being really useful for PvP. But okay, so that completes the DLC, I guess. Unless there was some super crucial Omega you have to go back and get this thing right now or you're going to die item that I missed. Which is fine and all. So is it time to go to the final boss? Finally? Should I do the DLC that's behind the Old Iron King? What do we think?